Hello, everyone. My name is Savanzel Dandrico, executive producer of Tech in Black and White.
Well, my name is Farah Allen, CEO and co-founder of the Labz, and we are a collaboration hub for creatives, and we help creatives not only collaborate together, but we help them protect their collaboration efforts as they use our tools. I'm from Miami, Florida, born and raised 305. All right, I'm very proud of that. Miami is a place of hustling, a place of, really trying to find that big thing and seeing all of the beauty of Miami and the wealth in Miami. You kind of grow up wanting to attain that, if you're from Florida too. So I went to FAMU,
Okay.
Rattlers, go Rattlers. And, the thing to do at FAMU was to go to Atlanta.
Yes.
I didn't want to go back home. I was kind of done with Miami. But, this is a wealth of opportunity that I heard about while I was visiting, and my sister was here. It just made total sense for me to travel and live here.
What opportunities versus Florida and Georgia have you seen for yourself? This move, how did this move help you?
I think the move gave me a sense of seeing people thrive that looked like me. And it wasn't just one or two people, it was like a whole city. The whole Emory Hospital was black. All the doctors was black, the lawyers were black. And it gave me a sense of I could really do this. Like all these other people are here and they're prospering, I should be able to do this. Versus Miami where I just didn't see as much as that. A lot of people, the main career over there may have not been doctor for people that look like me, may not have been the lawyer. So it was very important that I came here, I saw that, and it really shaped my confidence in me.
Tell us a little bit about the Labz.
Sure. So the Labz was, there's so many layers to why I started this company and what made me come up with this idea. But first, it was I was in corporate America and I wanted to have an executive role, a high paying role, and I just didn't see those opportunities happening for me from a tech perspective. It wasn't gonna happen very fast, and it wasn't gonna happen because someone gave me managerial experience. All that seemed extremely hard and unattainable. It was something I was trying. And I was like, okay, I want to have a goal to be the CTO of a company, of a Fortune 500 or more company. And I really felt that I could do that because I saw that someone was doing it, And I didn't find those opportunities, and I didn't quite know how to do that other than getting the experience when it comes to being a manager by being an entrepreneur and actually learn by doing. And then coming back and being a CTO. And then I found through my husband, hanging around the people he surrounds himself in the music community, because he's a part of that community. He does music from the financial perspective. And hearing about artists that look like me, who because of lack of knowing their business or their responsibility with their ownership, were being taken advantage of. People were stealing their things, or folks who don't even know either were just moving along with the music that they co-produced, and they were losing out on tons of money. And it was a heartache for me because I'm a creative. I grew up playing instruments. I grew up wanting to make my own content and putting out to the world. And I know the mindset is not business. And I thought to myself, why in this profession does someone have to be both? Why is that technology that's making TurboTax and making Salesforce, making these things that are so much easier for people, why is the technology helping the people who that's not even their job to be, this ultra big business person? Why isn't technology helping them be a creative?
You've innovated and helped artists, and I think your growth has been really important because, I've been following you this whole time, And so you have a new partnership with Level Forward Labs. Is it a creation of yours or is it a partnership? Tell us a little bit about this new opportunity.
Yeah, so about a year and a half ago, I did a pitch competition in LA. And though I did not win, one of the judges was the CEO and co-founder of a production company called Level Forward. And her partner is Abigail Disney, which is the Disney heiress. And within that organization, they've been wildly successful in not only film and television, but also Broadway productions. And the first thing she said to me, this is something that my community needs. And that was a year and a half ago. And so literally for the whole year last year, we were entertaining each other. We did a pilot together, and she paid for that pilot. And though I did not quite know where to fit in their problems within the music community, I tried. And we were successful. And we found a business, and we found a really good relationship out of it where we both could be mutually beneficial. So not only did they officially partner on our film and television Broadway side, as taking control over making us their technology arm, they've also invested in the company. So we are one of the first technology investments for Abigail Disney Level Forward, which we're really excited about. And since then, it's been really good. I've been on the phone with different directors and producers and famous editors and showrunners, and it's been amazing to learn a new industry. It's been amazing to hear what our efforts have actually. We've been on the nose with what this community wants and needs, and we're already seeing vast success, and we're not even launched officially yet with that side of the business.
And this is a side question. When we talk about support, we're in Atlanta, one of the top cities for entrepreneurs, for African American entrepreneurs. And I hear this theme of us not having the support we need. Why do you think it's like that?
I don't know quite why, what the mentality is, but I think we just go back to just human beings seeing something be successful and wanting to replicate that. And if they don't see it or they haven't visually saw that person that looks like that be a success, or that person with that background be a success, then ultimately they don't want to invest their time. It's not worth it. And it doesn't matter what color they are. So I may go to a Black entrepreneur or a Black investor and say, hey, I'm building this new collaborative tool. There is nobody that looks like me, and they're going to know that. So their money is not a charity, it is an investment, and they're investing in low risk opportunities. And that has to do with the founder, that has to do with the industry they're in, and what money they feel as though they can make out of the situation. Now, Black folks are not excluded from thinking this way, and I think the misconception is that they are giving to their people because of some charitable lacking, but really they are looking for the best of the best in their mind.
So in a city where Black tech entrepreneurs find it difficult to raise money, talk about your funding process.
Okay. So my funding process was a lot of no's and a lot of pep talks and a lot of manifestation and meeting people and proving to people that I am someone to invest your time in, because I'm not giving up and I'm still here. So I think, ultimately first, back to Accelerator, because Comcast the farm gave me money to start, it was slightly easier for me to raise money from a friends and family round, which I only had like 4 friends or family members that I can even talk to about giving me $4,000 at a time. And once I did that, I was able to show more. And when I showed more and I finished and I was able to hustle, I built up a whole network of people that were interested in at least buying the subject matter. Maybe not the little ugly baby I made, but at least they had the problem and they were willing to meet with me to talk about the solution that I was hopefully going to make better in the future. So I racked up a lot of those folks. And with that rack up, you ultimately get a pipeline that has a value. And the value of my pipeline was huge, of people who had this problem and came to me, or I came to them with a solution and they were interested. And with that, I was able to raise more money because they found that I was able to hustle.
So what's your startup advice towards funding? Like for
I say
black women. If you were speaking for black women and you were talking to a technology or any founder that was started, what would be your advice?
Advice is to, if you are able to, and you have that 2 family members that can front you $10,000, start there and build something. Build something that proves to people that you know how to build something. And it's risky because that something isn't going to be the $1 million that you're seeking, right? To make it work. But you need to learn, people need to know that you are able to execute. And then from there, join different organizations, form a network of people that have seen you and can say, okay, I was here when she started. And those people will come back eventually because you're still there. A lot of startups fail over the years because they run out of money or they run out of a lot of things and they're a lot more wealthier than you. So continue in this game and inch by inch you raise more money. But also keep in mind that it's not about raising. It's about making wealth for yourself as the founder. And in order for you not to be a slave to your company, meaning you don't own any of it, you have to understand at the end of the day, what do you want it to accomplish in your bank account? And a lot of the decisions that you make will drive that. So I'm not raising $1 million right now because I want to exit in X amount of years. And every time I raise $100,000, I'm going to push that back a year. I do those calculations on a regular. So I am not, my incentive for finding an investor is not someone who wants me to have $1 million round, $5 million round. Not just yet. Because I'm in a certain position where I don't need that right now. I'm not going to just take it. So I would not know that information unless I decided what, at the end of the day, does Farah want from this experience, from this life, and put those plans together. I would be susceptible to anyone telling me I need to raise $10 million right now with a $1 million evaluation. I'll be like, yes, I just need money. And at the end of the day, I have given away everything and I'm not into this anymore. I am working for somebody. So just be aware of those things and think about funding as a way just to get to the next step for you to make actual revenue. And I think that's how we as a people become wealthy and not be susceptible to what society thinks we should look like, but really who can I help because I have the money to help them. And that should be the point of this whole thing.
What does personal growth look like for you?
Personal growth to me is about keeping my energy, the ways to keep my energy, ways to keep the momentum, ways to be encouraged, to feel confident. All these things need to be there for me in order to continue doing this. Because like I said, you get so many no's, so many missed opportunities, and a couple of wins. And those wins you have to hold on to for everything that goes wrong. You have to be like, I did win one time, it's going to happen again. And I hope, I use that as my push, my propeller to move forward. I do have people that kind of bring me into reality. Like I have advisors, and I have an advisor, he's a multimillionaire, he has $1 billion company. he tells, because you have $1 billion company doesn't mean you're a billionaire. You know, like finding truths and understanding that you are where you are and you are doing well, you know. And compared to a billionaire or $1 billion company, you are right where you need to be. And taking away those misconceptions and making sure that you are in tune with reality, but you also have you also manifesting your own reality at the same time.
What's your ultimate advice?
I would say trust in yourself, trust in your knowledge, and get to a point where you understand that you are the ultimate decision maker and you know what's best for yourself. And it's not always going to be at the point to do that, especially if you're just starting out, but know that there is a point and know that you are able to accomplish your goals, you are able to make the right choices without outside influence, and that you can do it. And I think keeping that in mind takes a lot of pressure off of what the world expects you to be. And so you could just be you and understand that you know a lot more than you think you know. So, yeah.
With that being said, my sister, Farah Allen, the creator, visionary, she's changing the game. She's leveling us up as creators. She's doing phenomenal things. She's expanding around the country. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming out, showing me some love. She's been a supporter of mine, and she's been a person that, one thing I want to say about Farah, she answers your call, she returns your emails, she, no matter where she is, she's gonna come and hug you, she's gonna acknowledge you. She's always made me feel special, and I call her the dopest tech entrepreneur in Atlanta for that reason, because a lot of times I've sent emails and sent calls and tried to reach people, didn't hear back from them, and she's always been that person. I want to thank you for that, because
you're welcome.
I didn't know a lot of like how I would do this, but I just believed enough in myself, and I felt like people like you, from the day I met you, you was like, oh, you can do it, you good, hit me up, I got you. And so thank you for that, and we're gonna salute. It's ATL, we're doing it on the rooftop with Savonzel, Farah Allen. Thank you.
Thank you.